Will and Tanya, welcome. My name's Mark.
I'm Tanya.
How are you, sir?
Oh man, so great. Listen, I'm just so happy with your guys' energy and your love and your story, and so I'm glad to share a little of that with some people who want hope to and want to hear about it. So I'm gonna start with Will, and then I'll ask Tanya. I'll ask you a couple of questions. So, Will, it was a year ago in November. You were
Yeah.
here with 20 guys, and what first? Tell us a little bit about you and what brought you here.
Well, my name is Will. I live in Loveland, Colorado. And so, long story short, I had met some Ukrainian girls in Mexico in 2009 and became good friends and kind of helped them out with the ins and outs on do's and don'ts in Mexico. And they were appreciative and invited me to come over sometime and visit. And so it kind of piqued my interest and everything. So I went on a trip over there and fell in love with the culture. Obviously, the ladies are just phenomenal, nothing like it. And then I made some 4 more trips off and on. Met ladies online. Um, Not very good situations. Every once in a while, I would be fortunate and go and meet a lady and spend a week with her, but just couldn't get that connection. And so got up on YouTube December of 2019. I remember it very well, and started kind of looking at maybe a marriage agency, whatever. And I came across Dream Connection and started watching all the videos. And I said, that company has something going for it. My intuition told me that that's something I want to do. So COVID came into play last summer, and I ended up talking to Chris and thinking that, are they going to have the November meet and greet? He said, yes, we are. And I said, I'm kind of hesitant. I think I'd want to come when it's warm. And he said, Will, I met my wife in November. And when he told me that, I said, I'm in. I booked my trip, and little did I know that my life was going to change dramatically. So that's kind of where we're at right now. I met this
Oh,
lovely lady, Tatiana, first table, first day.
woo. All right,
It's true.
Tanya, I have a question for you. So it's fun to talk to the ladies because you probably watched some Dream Connections videos too, right? And I don't have as many of the ladies be able to share their story. I especially love that you're not from Nikolaev. So I'm curious how you heard of Dream Connections and what made you want to come to Nikolaev to attend one of our events.
I speak in Russia. Sorry.
What a show.
I don't. Окей. В Николаеве я была уже второй раз в Dream Connection.
Mhm.
Откуда я узнала о Dream Connection? Я смотрю YouTube канал Нади from Colorado.
Mhm.
Это ваша клиентка бывшая. Она посоветовала, что это действительно компания, которая приглашает мужчин, которым нужна жена, которые рассчитывают на серьезные отношения, которые рассчитывают найти здесь свою вторую половинку, свою жену. Вот. Для меня это было очень важно, потому что я была уже один раз замужем. Это было несчастливое замужество. У меня есть ребенок, и я искала серьезного мужчину, с которым я могу
Mhm.
планировать свое будущее. И такого мужчину я встретила, это Will. Вот.
That's awesome. Well,
Мы
definitely.
познакомились, общались, поняли, что наше будущее, у нас есть общее будущее, много интересов, у нас общие планы на будущее. Мужчина очень интересный. Несколько раз мы ходили еще в Николаеве на свидание. Я поняла, что это мой мужчина. У нас возникла симпатия. И так мы вместе.
That's awesome.
It's all.
No, it's enough. I have more. I'm coming back to you. So that's good. No, that's really wonderful. let me ask you, because one of the things that I understand too is you both felt an attraction right away. It doesn't happen with everybody, but I understand both of you felt like there was something really special when you met each other. Will?
Well, it was first table, first day, and had three lovely ladies. And after I got done, Anna was my romance coach, and she said, "Let me talk to the ladies, and I'll be right with you." And
Mhm.
she came over and she said, "So, out of that table, which of the ladies were kind of uh, interested you?" And I told her the lady to the left. I said she was really something. She was very fluent English. And Anna says, "No, she's too high," meaning too tall. And we kind of laughed, and I said, Tatiana was really uh, very into me. I felt it, that she was looking right into my eyes, and when I would talk, she was really uh, not looking around, looking directly at me, smiling.
Mhm.
And when I told my romance coach that, she high fived me right away, and she goes, "Yes, um, that's a great lady there." And so I was just mind boggled, because here we are, first table, first day, and I'm thinking that I got the rest of Saturday and then all of Sunday, and this is already, I have a lady that I'm really interested in. So it was initial attraction, and it just grew from there.
That's so cute. So, Tanya, did you like him the first time you saw him too?
Yes, yes.
That's so cute. Now, guys, I got to tell you something. I really admire Will, and I want to brag on him for a little bit. Because I'm just about 18 months away from turning 60, and Will is in his 60s. He still is actively playing in an amateur baseball league and has 5 World Series ring champions, and he's a pitcher. This guy is still active playing in amateur sports, and so it's interesting to me. Guys say that age is just a number. It's not age, it's energy. It's the energy. And I love that when a guy, decides like I live life to the fullest every day, no matter what. So I want to salute you for that, Will. I really commend that energy.
Yeah, thank you. Um, Something a lot of the guys out there probably aren't aware of is Tatiana and have a 30-year age difference.
Mm.
And it really doesn't make any difference to us. We haven't really addressed it or ever talked about it. And I always tease her that I'm still a 10-year-old little boy trapped in an old man's body, that I just have a lot of energy. And then with our connection and uh, being engaged now and everything, my energy every day is just getting even better, because now we have
Yeah.
hope and got a beautiful lady and her daughter
Oh.
and everything. And so, yeah,
Yeah.
you want to bring the best version of yourself, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And I think Tatiana felt that, when we were together. So,
Listen, I got to tell you guys both something that I believe in is that when you're happy and in love, it's like it's healing to your body and makes you younger. Will, you look younger than when I met you just a year ago, and Tanya, your face just glows. You're just such a happy woman. It's a joy. It's a delight to see you. All right, I have some great questions to ask about your story. So let me get into my notes here. I want to ask a little bit about, and we were talking about this earlier because Anya's here. She was your romance coach. We're in the middle of the tour. She's busy trying to do some things, but she said hi and say hi. There you go. She says hi. And but I wanted to ask a little bit about once you met and a couple of things. First thing I want to talk about is leading up to this proposal. Will, tell the story about how you wanted to propose to her and what we did together to make that work. And you had a friend come with you, I believe.
yeah. So, I have a friend, Richard, that he went with me to Kiev in 2015. He kept wanting to, he's heard my stories and everything. So um, he came along this trip, but I told him that, Tatiana and I want to spend time together. We don't want a third wheel." And he said, "You just go do your thing." And we came to Nikolai where we met, and I contacted Anna, my romance coach, and I said, "Would you help me get a engagement ring?" And I kind of have some ideas how I want to propose, and I ran them across Anna. I said, "Maybe we'll go down by the river and do that." She said, "Oh no, no, not good." And so we ended up. Um, she suggested that get a nice meal. We'll go and get some flowers. I'll have them sent. So we decided to go back to where we met, Shambhala. First day, first table, and we had the whole place to ourselves for over 2 hours.
Wow.
And we walked by the table where we met and kind of reminisced, and then went upstairs in the balcony and had a nice meal. Um, they had the flowers behind the bar there, and the waitress said, "When you're ready, just wave me over," and a glass of wine. And we just kind of talked about how did we get to this point. It's amazing. And I told Tatiana that what she meant to me, and how she's changed my life, and proposed. And they brought the flowers up there. I think we were both she was kind of stunned. She didn't know what was going on. So it was amazing. And then uh, just to go back to, we stayed at the Continental Hotel where the men stay on their tours,
Mhm.
and ran into a couple of the romance coaches were in the lobby helping a IQT gentleman, Jim, from West Virginia.
Mhm.
And we came in there, and both the romance coaches recognized me right away. And I told them that we got engaged, and they were just excited. And Tatiana was glowing and everything. So it was greatest feeling ever.
Aw.
Yeah, very much for Anna Orlova.
Aw, that's wonderful. Yeah, I'll
Thank
tell
you.
it. I'll tell it.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's so cute. So, Tanya, from your perspective, and I know Will is a very romantic man. Um, was this very romantic to you? Did he do all the right things to make you feel loved? What was special that he did to really make you feel loved?
Special is special for me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, я
What do
буду.
what do you what do you love about him? Go ahead, you say in Russian.
Okay, I speak in Russian. Sorry,
Mhm.
I speak in
It's okay.
Russian. Okay. В Вилле я увидела мужчину, который может обо мне заботиться. Для меня это очень важно. Это мужчина, который может подарить мне счастливое будущее, за которым я буду замужем, то есть за мужчиной, который может подарить мне стабильность, любовь, заботу. Вот это для меня было очень важно. В нем это я увидела и поняла, что это да, это мой мужчина. Он обладает шикарным чувством юмора, хотя у нас разные языки, что-то я понимаю, что-то я не понимаю, где-то я пользуюсь переводчиком. Но тем не менее, нам вместе очень комфортно. Я чувствую, что этот мужчина любит меня, я люблю его. И благодарна просто судьбе, что мы встретились.
Aw, that's so good. I love it. I know enough Russian. I'm picking this up. This is really cute. This is good stuff. I want to ask you a little bit then. Now, at this point, then you also, I know, Will, you went to her city and you got to meet family. I'm curious what both of your families think of this, and how you accept each other. And Tanya, I want to start with you because it's always interesting to think from your family what they thought of Will and what they think about you going to America. How did that go? What did your parents think? Your family?
Окей. После встречи с Виллом я все рассказала своим родителям, что вот я встретила мужчину, у нас с ним будет будущее, и я планирую переехать в Америку. Для них, конечно, это момент переживательный очень. Они очень переживают. как что служится. Но родители у меня, в принципе, все такие современные люди, и они придерживаются того мнения, что главное, чтобы была счастлива я, где бы я ни жила, в Украине или в Соединенных Штатах Америки. Главное, чтобы я была счастлива, поэтому они меня поддерживают. Мы познакомились, Вилл познакомился с моими родителями в летом. Он им очень понравился, только позитивные эмоции были. Вот, поэтому они успокоились. Мы сейчас общаемся очень хорошо. Вилл передает им привет, мои родители передают привет Виллу. Мы все очень хорошо себя чувствуем.
Oh, that's so cool. Good. Good for you. By the way, Will, when they say "очень хорошо" means very good. Just FYI. Okay, I'm just
I'm
saying.
taking your word for it.
And before I go back to you, Will, I want to ask Tanya one more thing. Is that your daughter? How has she thought about this?
У меня есть дочь, ей 11 лет недавно исполнилось, зовут ее Влада. Она общается с Виллом. Все время, что мы
Mhm,
знакомы, общается с Виллом в Вайбере, в видеочате, передают
mhm,
приветы друг другу. Вилл дарит ей подарки на ее день рождения. Вот, они нашли общие темы для разговоров, они дружат, у них очень хорошие отношения, чему я очень рада. Вот, спасибо Виллу, что он не боится таких обязанностей. Влада очень позитивно настроена, но она переживает по поводу переезда в Америку. Она переживает, как у нее сложатся отношения в школе, что она не очень хорошо знает английский язык, как это все будет. Она постоянно мне задает вопросы, будет ли там английский дополнительно для таких деток, как я, с Украины или с Европы, как я это все буду изучать. Спасибо Виллу, он ее поддерживает, всячески успокаивает, говорит, что Влада, все будет хорошо, я здесь для того, чтобы тебе помогать, помочь тебе с адаптацией, у тебя все будет хорошо, ты умный ребенок, все пройдет очень хорошо. Thank you so Will for support about Vlada.
Yeah.
oh, that's so cute.
Vlada tell I am very nervous. Will you remember?
Yeah. And she likes sushi.
Yes.
That's a good Ukrainian girl.
Yeah.
So, Will, I'm just curious. Now, you're your own man. You don't need anybody's blessing or anything. But what family were involved in knowing you went and getting to meet Tanya? I guess by video, or tell me your side of the family
Yeah.
story.
So I have an adult son. He's in his early 30s, and they live in Loveland also. And have a little 2-year-old granddaughter, and we just had a little grandson a week ago.
Hmm.
And so when I got back from my meet and greet last year, um, I had got Tanya a promise ring,
Hmm.
and I can tell you that prior to my trip, I said, the woman's going to have to be amazing for me to give a promise ring. There is no way that's going to happen. And man, we had such a great connection, so I didn't want to lose her. And I came back and went and had dinner with my son and daughter-in-law, and told them what had happened and everything, and how enamored I was with Tatiana. And I said it's my intent to go back in a couple months and make it official and give an engagement ring. And I asked my son what he thought about that, and he said, "Dad, as long as you're happy, we're happy." And so I showed him pictures of my trip. Um, I showed him pictures of Tatiana, her daughter Vlada, and so they're real excited. And I think between when Tatiana and Vlada get over here, they're very excited to meet my grandkids and become even a bigger family. So got my son's blessing, and they're very happy for us. So
Oh, that's so cool. That's really fantastic. I wanted to ask you a little bit about as you're getting into being, I guess, prepared for the next phase of life, have you started a visa process? And what are your plans going forward now?
Yes. So with the help of Dream Connections, I had when I got back in from my trip in I guess it was early July when I returned to the U.S. I contacted Chris and asked him, could you give me some insight of uh, how I could go about starting the visa process? And he said, I can give you some names, but get up on our website and you can click on a link. And so I got in touch with Oksana, who's an immigration lawyer in San Francisco, and I believe she's Ukrainian by birth and has done many of these with Dream Connections. And we got the process going. And Tatiana and I, we had a lot of paperwork, and we had to get photos in and
You,
invoices, and
you too, please, honey.
yeah, and
Yeah,
we were kind of laughing because we're watching what's going on in Afghanistan. You know, people getting in the U.S. with no vetting,
have
and
we have our joke will prepare me maybe in go to the Mexico and born in Mexico in USA.
yeah,
Right?
and walk across the border. So anyway, we've got all our paperwork done. We got notice from Homeland Security that they received our petition, and we're hoping to get our visas, whether it's 3 months, 6 months, or whatever. Oksana has recommended that we be very patient because they're backed up with COVID, but
Hmm.
uh, we're excited. So
So
we've
cool.
done everything to this point that we can do, and then eventually Tatiana and Vlada will go into the U.S. Embassy in Kiev and have their interviews and everything. So we're ahead of the game.
No, I love it. Well, another part of your person that you are, that I know you are, and what I've enjoyed about your story is I had a very similar story. Well, actually, another guy is coming in tomorrow with his fiance in here in the office, or visiting to be married, and he was a cynic. I mean, literally, we worried about him because he was such a negative person when he came. You're not that bad, but it was so funny because once he fell in love, his world changed. He though it's everything is glowing in sunrise, and everybody back home was like, "Who is this person?" You know, and it's fun to see somebody who comes in like you said. Look, I don't plan on making any big commitments. I'm going to go really slow. You know, I'm going to be very analytical, and then you fall in love, and you just go, "Ah, heck with it. I like this one. I want this to happen." You know, and it's funny. Just describe how it must have just altered your personality, or giving you a ray of hope, or just something that really burst out from you in this process.
Yeah, a lot of my friends. I'm actually a real estate agent, so professional wise, uh, friend wise, everybody's seen a huge change. I got an extra giddy up in my step, and you know, when you get up in the morning and know how your life has changed, boy, it's amazing. I mean, no such thing as depression. Your day, I mean, like I said earlier, Mark, Tatiana and I haven't missed one day since we met November of texting. We do phone calls, FaceTime on Sundays. If I'm leaving early to go
Yes,
fishing
true.
up in the high country, I know that we're not going to be able to text live. So I just text and say, hey, have a great day. Love you. And by the time I get back, there's a text from her, and oh, have a
Oh,
great day fishing, send pictures. So
oh,
it's amazing. It's just unbelievable. I never thought this would ever find this again. And it's uh,
Yeah, we
one
have
one
sex every day.
yeah. And one thing that Tatiana, uh, I talked to her one day. I said, if you could have anything, what's your dream? You know, I was thinking that, well, maybe I want to travel or I want to do this. And she said, all I want's a family. I
mm,
want my daughter to have a male figure in her life. I want a family. And that's a true Slavic description
woman.
right
Yeah,
there. Yeah, she's a
it's
great
beautiful.
lady. So I'm telling you, it just reverberates energy every day. I mean, the both of us, when we get done texting, it's just like, wow, this day's not going to get any better. So we're hoping
Oh,
everybody else out there, other couples, can have what we have. So
that's beautiful. All right, I'm going to ask each you one thing, and I'll do this. And I don't mean this to be self-promoting, but I want you guys to understand how Dream Connections helped you and facilitate this to make this connection. You know, what does the Dream Connection system do to help make make this happen for you, Will?
well, like I said, I was very cynical. I had had been scammed. I had some disappointment, but I didn't give up hope. And when I watched your videos and everything, and talked to Chris, and I uh, had received a Skype call with uh, Irina at the time, and
Hmm.
she just wanted to interview me and everything. And so when I got when I got at Dream Connections, the actual trip, it was just like uh, I was numb. Remember walking to the Meet Your Romance coach, and I had met Anna on a video call, and you talk about dedication. She was on vacation in Turkey, and she said, I will try to get to an internet cafe. And so she gave up. She was out on a boat, and she came in to an internet cafe to talk to me, to reassure me that we were going to have a great time. So um, everything just fell into place. I just said, I'm going to go there with an open mind. I'm going to bring the best version of myself and let the chips fall where they may. And we've all heard it on your videos. We've heard it on the webcast, how important your romance coach is, and they are gold. Um, and Mark, it was better than I imagined. And not only that, we had 20 guys that we all became good friends. And we would meet for breakfast every morning. There'd be 18, almost all 20. And, we were comparing notes. Obviously, we had the bro code, but I wasn't planning on having such good chemistry with the guys and other romance coaches that they're come up to me every day. How's your day going? Are you enjoying your trip? And it's just unbelievable. So to give you an example, um, our first date on Monday, Anna had like we did the went bowling, we grabbed a lunch, we went to a chocolate uh, mom and pop chocolate operation and made
Hmm.
candy. We
Yeah.
went to the Quest House, and then Tuesday we took a cab to Kherson and did the petting zoo at the big mall,
Yep.
and then the race cars.
Woohoo.
And coming back that night uh, in the car, Anna sat up front, and Tatiana and I were back in the back seat, and she reached over and it's kind of funny, grabbed my hand and laid her head on my shoulder. That was it.
Aw, done. You're
That was
done.
it. I was done. So then when we got back to the hotel, about four romance coaches came over to Anna and said they needed to talk. And Anna asked me if I could step away for a little bit. And they were all trying to get their clients dates with Tatiana, and they had called her, and she said, I already found my man. I'm not going out on any more dates. And that was on Tuesday already. So it was amazing. So Dream Connections, by far, you don't have to self promote. I Tatiana and I would be your great spokespersons, because it's just unbelievable. So on a scale of 1 to 10, you're a 11 or 12 in my book. So
Oh, you're very kind, my friend. Thank you very much. Tatiana, I want to ask you from the women's perspective, how does Dream Connections treat the ladies and how do they help them make romance come true?
Dream Connection очень сильно эта компания помогла мне. Когда мы с Виллом познакомились в ноябре месяце, это уже был мой второй визит в Dream Connection. Когда я первый раз приезжала, это был 18-й год. К сожалению, я не рассчитала даты, чтобы остаться в Николаеве чуть дольше. Я приехала на 2 дня, поэтому не смогла сходить на свидание с мужчинами, которым я была интересна, которые мне были интересны. Я вынуждена была вернуться в Киев. Вот, через 2 года я еще раз приехала в Dream Connection. И там уже, как Вил рассказывал, буквально в первый день, это была суббота, первый столик, я сидела за первым столом. Первый мужчина, кто подошел к этому столу, это был Вил. У нас случилась взаимная симпатия. Мне этот мужчина очень понравился. Я оставила свои контакты. И Анна Орлова, это был наш переводчик, которая была с Виллом. Она созвонилась, после этого мы пошли с Виллом уже на свидание. Я благодарна, во-первых, за работу переводчика. Она смогла мне что-то посоветовать, она смогла посоветовать Виллу, как правильно себя вести, что говорить, что не говорить. Смогла адаптировать наши вопросы друг к другу, смогла объяснить что-то правильно, что-то неправильно. Вот. И всегда вела такую нейтральную позицию, что если нравится, мы продолжаем. Если не нравится мужчина, мы останавливаемся над этим. Поэтому я благодарна, да, что существует такая компания, которая позволяет мужчинам и женщинам встретиться, найти свою любовь, найти свою судьбу, своего мужчину, женщину и обрести семью. Поэтому я благодарна за все.
So that's wonderful. Well, guys, we're just happy to be part of your story, and it's why we do everything we do. It's our joy and makes our all of our work and effort worthwhile. So we're so happy for you. We bless you, and we're just glad to be part of your lives. Thanks for sharing so much. I know it'll give hope to a lot of other guys too. All right, guys, enjoy. Many blessings to you, and Will and Tatiana, thanks so much for sharing your story.
All right. Thanks for having us.